What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video I am building a base game house in Willow Creek and it's a little bungalow and I had a lot of fun with this. From time to time I actually really enjoy building just base game homes because it's just slightly, well, I was gonna say easier, but not so much easier. It's just a little bit more limited. And sometimes that is so refreshing. Like sometimes I just really enjoy building with just the base game because the catalog can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. And I know my way around the catalog pretty well because I build basically every day. Well, not every day, but pretty much every day. So yeah, I know my way around the catalog quite well. This sounds like a weird flex, but it's not. It's just how it is. But yeah, I think for that reason, sometimes it's just so refreshing to build with just the base game. And also, recently, we have been getting some great additions to the base game as well. First, we had the 21st anniversary update with those amazing new items from the custom content creators. So we did get some amazing build and buy items from that update, which I really wanted to use in this build, obviously. And then also we got the bunk beds, obviously. So I wanted to use the bunk beds in here as well. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to build something with just the base game. Also because it's easier to download for you guys. Like pretty much everyone, if you have the base game, you can download this house and play in it. And yeah, it's just nice to build something just base game is what I'm trying to say with this very, very long explanation. But yeah, I'm building a bungalow. As you can see, I really wanted to build something with just one story. I don't know why. There was just something about that idea that I really, really enjoyed. So yeah, that's what I did. I built a little bungalow and I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. I didn't really have a specific reference image for this. I do remember going on Pinterest looking for cute little bungalows for reference, but I couldn't really find anything that I wanted or that I liked. So I just sat down and started building this. And I had a lot of fun with it. As you can see, I painted it blue in the beginning because I wanted to build a blue house. I don't know why. I really wanted to build a blue house. I thought it'd be fun. But then later on, or actually right now, I feel like I changed it to this creamy pink, powdery pink, beigey color. I don't really know what to call that color, but I think it's really pretty and I used it for the exterior. So not a blue house, but it is beigey pink, powdery pink, and I think it's really pretty. So that's what I did. Excuse my cat, by the way, if you hear a lot of background noise. My cat is kind of playing and going crazy at the moment. Little update, by the way, for those of you who are interested, I mentioned that in my last speed build, or in one of my last speed builds, that we got her fixed, or that we were going to get her fixed, and we did that. We got her fixed about 4 days ago and she's doing great. Like, she doesn't care. Obviously she was a little bit fuzzy when she got home at first, like from the procedure and all, but she recovered quite quickly and now she is pretty much back to normal. She's playing, she's jumping, she's going wild, and I feel like I really, really have to try to keep her from going too crazy because, I mean, she just had that procedure, so I feel like she has to be a little bit careful, and that's also what the doctors or the vets told me, that she needs to be a little bit careful, but she's not careful, like not at all. A few hours after she got home from the vet, she was back to playing and jumping and running, and I was like, oh my goodness, be careful, don't do that. So I have to try and keep her from going too crazy, but it's a difficult job. Like, I can't keep her from being the crazy cat that she is. Like, she's not listening to me, basically. Like, I can't keep her from playing, which I feel like I shouldn't do that either because she wants to play, so I'm not gonna keep her from it. I'm just not like throwing her toys everywhere like I would usually do so that she can run and jump after it. Like I'm just not doing that. I'm just letting her do her own thing with her toys and things. But yeah, she's doing great, and I feel like she's not in any pain at all, maybe a little bit, but yeah, she's actually doing great. So in a week, we are going back to have a little checkup, and so that the vet can remove the stitches and things, and then she's all back and healed, and then she will finally be able to go outside as well, which I'm so excited for her because I feel like she would love going outside. She's definitely the kind of cat that wants to play and climb in trees and be a little bit crazy. Like, I feel like she would really enjoy that. So yeah, I'm really excited and also a little bit scared, but yeah, I'm really excited for that as well. So yeah, little update on my cat. She's doing great. Thank you guys so much for asking, by the way, because in that video where I mentioned that we were going to get her fixed, I also mentioned that I was a little bit anxious about it and that I was a little bit scared and that I was not looking forward to it. But it turned out fine, everything went great, and she's doing fine. So yeah, that's such a relief. Like, I'm so happy. And it's so nice to read that all of you are so interested and that you guys are really just so invested. And that really means a lot to me. It warms my heart. And I'm so thankful for that. So yeah, but yeah, you can really see the little house come together. I don't know why, but I had a lot of fun with this build. I really like the shape of the house as well. It just looks so cozy and suburban, and it's definitely a house that makes me want to play the game. Like, I barely ever play the game, but when I do, I want to use this house because I think it's so cozy and perfect for family gameplay. It has 2 bedrooms, 1 master bedroom and 1 kids bedroom that I use the bunk beds for as well. So the house is perfect for a family of 4 Sims. I mean, maybe you could put an extra bed in the kids' bedroom and have it be for 5 Sims, but that would be a little bit cramped. So I really like the kids' bedroom as it is right now, by the way. I think that is my favorite room of this house. I love the colors in there, and the lighting also is just really pretty in there, and the bunk beds are cute. And yeah, overall, I think the kids' bedroom is my favorite room of this house. And then the parents' bedroom also functions as a study. I did place a desk with a computer in there, and the parents also have a tiny little ensuite as well. And then there is a full hallway bathroom as well, of course, for the kids to use and for the guests to use and things like that. But yeah, you can actually see that I moved on to the interior of the house, and the color scheme in here is quite neutral, because I wanted it to be easily, I don't know, customizable, I guess, to your own liking, to your own color scheme that you prefer. And yeah, I wanted it to be a little bit neutral like that. And I placed the couch, or like I situated the living area basically in this little sunroom portion of the house. And I think that looks very cozy. I usually am not very fond of placing big items against large, like, floor-to-ceiling windows like this, but that's also why I placed the little console table a little bit on an angle so that it's not directly in front of the windows. And I also used a smaller TV so that the TV is not, like, literally blocking the whole view, if that makes sense. But yeah, I really wanted to place the living area in this little sunroom portion of the house, because it just made the most sense, and I wanted the couch to be in a spot where you can sit on it and just look out the window, enjoy the view, look inside the backyard. I don't know, I just felt like that made most sense, and I really enjoyed the look of it as well. But yeah, you can see that I used that new console table or new end table piece that we got with the 21st anniversary update in the living area, and I think I repeated that item in the kids' bedroom as well, but just in a different swatch. But I love that item. I think it's so pretty. Like, I love it so much, and I am definitely overusing it. Like, I have been using it in pretty much all of my builds and in more builds to come as well. But I love it so much. I think it's so well made, so beautiful. Definitely a piece of furniture that I would want to have in my own home as well. I love it so much. but you can see that the living area is coming together. I actually have no clue how expensive this house turns out to be. I didn't check that at all, but we'll check it when we hop into the game. Once I showed you, or once I gave you a little tour of the house, then I will also tell you how much it costs. But I feel like it would be very, very expensive because I didn't set a budget for myself, obviously, and I feel like base game homes always turn out to be a little bit more expensive because base game items tend to be way more expensive than a lot of items that we got with newer packs. Obviously, some packs also come with very, very expensive items, but for example, Seasons or Eco Lifestyle, there is a lot of cheap items in those packs. Like, items got significantly cheaper with newer packs, and I don't know why. I mean, it's nice to have cheaper options in the game, I guess. But yeah, since this is only a base game build, I feel like it will end up being pretty expensive. Also because we're moving on into the kitchen right now, and you can see that I used that very expensive stove. I think that that's the most expensive stove that we have in the game, but I use it in here anyway because I like the way it looked. I didn't end up using the most expensive fridge though, so I saved a little bit of money there. But still, the appliances are not very cheap in this kitchen. But yeah, lately, actually, I have been really enjoying creating more closed off floor plans. And I don't know why. Like, this floor plan is not completely closed off. However, the kitchen is in a separate room. And usually what I like to do is I like to create big open floor plans with an open kitchen, dining, living space, like all in one. But for some reason lately, I have been enjoying doing more closed off what's it called? Floor plans. I don't know why that is. I think it's a little bit more like cozy, obviously, and maybe a little bit easier to decorate because it's not such a big open space, which is usually what I like. Like, usually I like airy spaces, but yeah, lately, I don't know. I have been obsessed with creating a bit older looking kitchens, and it's just so much fun to me. I honestly, like I said, I don't know why that is, but that's one of the reasons why I created a closed off kitchen in this house as well. I guess I have been really enjoying creating floor plans with a lot of like smaller hallways leading into rooms and just closed off floor plans. I don't know why. I actually finished building an apartment yesterday, which is also very, very closed off and very small. Like the rooms are very small. I don't know. You'll see it once I update or upload that video, which will probably be sometime next week or so. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I have this obsession with closed off floor plans at the moment, and I'm not mad about it. I feel like it's a lot of fun. But here you can see that this is the downstairs, well, everything is downstairs, the hall bathroom, the full hall bathroom, and I think this one turned out pretty cozy as well. I used a lot of darker wood tones in here, and yeah, it's quite spacious bathroom, but at the same time, it kind of looks a little bit cramped, and that's what I like about it. There is no tub in this house. There's only showers, or there are only showers in this house. Because, well, for one, I didn't really have the space for it in the bathrooms, and also I decorated the kids' bedroom for kids, so no toddlers or babies. But I think that if you want to use this house and you do end up having a toddler, I feel like that's not an issue, because I think that you can actually wash your toddlers in the sink these days. I know that it has not always been like that, and I don't know when they updated it, but I figured it out a couple days ago that you can actually bathe your toddlers in the sink these days. I think someone tweeted that, or I read it somewhere on Twitter. I don't know what the context was, but yeah, basically a couple days ago I found out that you can bathe your toddlers in the sink. And I don't know, I mean, it's probably less good for their hygiene moodlet. I think it doesn't go up as much or as quickly as compared to when you're bathing them in an actual tub, I feel like. I feel like that would be a thing, but yeah, it still works. And if you do want to have a tub in this house, then maybe you could renovate the bathroom a little bit so that it fits somehow. I don't know, you could probably make it work somehow, like it's not too big of an issue. But here you can see that this is the parents' bedroom, and I love this bedroom. It's actually quite spacious. They also have a little ensuite, as I said before, and they have a little door that leads on to a tiny little porch, which is extremely small, but I really like the idea. Like if this was the second floor of the house, then they would have this tiny little balcony. But since this is only a 1 floor or a 1-story house, I just gave them that little porch area. And I don't know, I thought it was so cute. It made this room so nice. I really love having a door that leads to the outside in a bedroom. I don't know what that is, but it makes it feel so luxurious to me. And so yeah, this bedroom is also a study area. As you can see, I placed a desk with a computer in there. And then on that tiny little porch, I just placed 2 chairs. And then that was that, because the porch is so extremely small. But still, it's just really cute. And here you can see that this is the parents' ensuite, which is only 4 tiles. So it kind of maybe looks like it's not functional, but it is. I actually play tested everything. So the shower is functional, and the toilet and the sink, everything is functional. I basically play tested this whole house, which I always do that. But yeah, I made sure that everything works. But here you can see that we have moved on to the kids' bedroom, and I love the bunk beds. I'm just not over them just yet. However, I did wish, but I mean, that goes for the whole game, but especially with bunk beds, I do wish that we had separate swatches where you could pick the bed frame swatch and the bedding swatch separately. I feel like that would make it so much easier to use and so much so customizable, like way more customizable and just easier to use. Because I did want a light wood bed frame, but then I didn't really quite enjoy the bedding swatches that came with that. But I had to work with it because I did not want to use a darker wood tone frame for this room. I felt like it wasn't the vibe. So I had to go with whatever the swatches were. And I mean, it does end up looking nice. I think the bed on the lower bunk is actually a different swatch wood frame, but you can't really see it because it's the bottom bunk. However, I'm not sure on that one though. But I do end up liking the way it looks. I love the colors in here. I love the color of the wallpaper. It's a little bit more muted and very easily, just very easy to use with different, like more bright colors. I feel like it's very forgiving. And I think that it looks really pretty. I think that this room is so cozy. I had a lot of fun furnishing this room, and I think it would be a lot of fun to use it for gameplay as well. They have some toys in here. They have a sized down dollhouse. I made sure to give them that little crafting table as well, so they can make some, so that they can draw some pictures and things. And that's actually it for the inside of the house, I feel like. Yeah, we're moving on to the back porch, where I placed a grill and a dining table and an outside bin as well. And then for the backyard, for the longest time, I wasn't sure really how I wanted to lay it out. Like, I didn't know what to do with it. The backyard is quite spacious. It's really, really big, actually. But the shape is kind of funky because I didn't want to use up the whole lot for the backyard because that would be a little bit too big. The lot is actually quite big for the house, for this size house, I mean. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't really know how I wanted to fill up the space, but I feel like it ends up looking quite cute. I did give them this little seating area with a couch and a chair, or maybe 2 chairs even, and just a little side table as well, so that they have a nice spot to eat dinner, but also have a nice spot to just sit down and relax in the backyard. And I think I also placed some planter boxes in here as well. And oh yeah, of course, also that what's it called, the woodworking bench, the woodworking table, because it's a nice skill building item. And I use that item, I place it down from time to time, but I also forget about it very easily. But because this is only base game, I felt like it would be a nice skill building item to place because there's no easel or anything in here, so I felt like I needed at least one more skill building item in here, so that's when I decided to place the woodworking bench. And I like it in the backyard. It always makes it feel so homey to me. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I just think it's a cute item. And I also placed down the monkey bars or the monkey jungle bars or whatever that item is called. I never know. I always want to look up how it's called, but then I just never do. And then I'm sitting here doing a voiceover, not remembering or not knowing what that item is called. Again, that always happens, but it's okay. So yeah, the kids have a nice spot to play in the backyard as well. And then there is that little side pathway leading into the backyard as well, which I thought was really cute because this lot is on a corner, if that makes sense. So there is not only road in the front of the lot, but also on the side of the house. And yeah, I just like to utilize that fact for this build, I guess. I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah. And now we're moving on to the front porch, which is really small. So I just placed a nice planter or just a nice little decorative flower thingy on there and a nice little chair. And then I tried to fill up the front yard with a debug fence, but I just didn't like the way it looked. So I think I got rid of that in the end and just embraced the fact that there is a lot of grass in the front of the house, and I placed an extra little table right there as well. And yeah, then that's actually about it for this speed build. So let's hop on into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. So this is the front of the house. It has a curved little pathway leading up to the front porch. And then in the back here, we have this nice and spacious backyard with a couple of activities. Nothing crazy, but still very nice for gameplay, I feel like. And then on the inside, we have this little entryway with just a coat hanger and a mirror and things like that. And then off to this side, there is a separate little hallway leading into the bedrooms. And off to this side, there is a door leading into the main bathroom of the house. And then over here in the middle of this open dining living area, we have the dining table and big sliding doors. Over here, we have the living area, which is nice and cozy and very neutral toned. I just like it. I like these base game items and I had a lot of fun using them. Here you can see that I used one of the updated paintings that we got with the bunk beds update. I love these new portraits. I think they're so pretty and we finally have some diversity in these paintings. Like, we definitely needed that. Then over here we have a little hallway space that leads into the kitchen, and I just quickly placed some toys in this corner so that there is an extra little space for the kids to play, so they don't only have to play in their bedroom all the time. But here you can see that this is the kitchen. There is a little breakfast table in here, and yeah, just your basic kitchen, nothing fancy going on here, but I do think it looks cute. I really enjoy this kitchen and I like the color scheme in here as well. Then over here we have the parents' bedroom / office area, which I love this layout. I like this little portion where the bed is and then the dresser right here with the mirror in the corner. I really love the layout of this bedroom for that reason. And then across from the bed we have a desk with a computer, so there is a study area in this house as well. And then the parents also have this tiny little ensuite right here. And then here we have the kids' bedroom, which is definitely my favorite room of the house. I love the color scheme in here. The colors are a little bit all over the place, but at the same time, I feel like they really complement each other nicely. So I gave them a couple of toys in this corner right here and this crafting table. And yeah, just a nice little dresser. This one actually also came with the update and I love this dresser. I think it's so pretty. And I gave them their own little bookcase as well so they can stack their books up there. And yeah, just a cozy little kids' bedroom. And then that's actually it for this build. So this base game bungalow comes in at 82,202 simoleons. So it's definitely very expensive, but like I already explained in the speed build, that also has to do with the fact that it's just base game, because base game items tend to be a lot more expensive than a lot of items that we got with more recent packs. I actually did use a couple of items from the holiday celebration pack. So I mean, in that sense, maybe it's not completely base game. However, However, this pack is free for everyone to download, so I feel like everyone has that holiday celebration pack, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But that's actually it for this video, so I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can definitely go ahead and download it off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so, and if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just make sure to click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!